You've done like quite a few samples in your day too. Like, are you also that? Because I feel like we've been having the conversation. Like, I had this conversation here with JID the other week. Obviously, I have it a lot with the New York stuff because I was telling you how like a lot of New York artists do a lot of samples nowadays. Are you of the same mindset of like you feel like everything should be able to be cleared too? Like, even if it was someone sampling your music or maybe in the future.
Interesting, because I've had spent so much time with working on trying to get something cleared or dealing with issues or recreating something so that we can do it legally. And it's gotten to a point where I'll have a favorite song where I just kind of give up and I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with that. And then I'll have to create my own version, which is good in some ways because then I'm, creating something completely original. But like I guess I do miss the days when I didn't really know the laws, and in my early SoundCloud days I was just dropping anything, sampling anything. Obviously some of those songs have come back to bite me and I had to, I've gotten sued and whatnot. But I think people just love to hear something familiar flipped into something different,
Right.
flipped into something new. And just that classic sound will never die. At this point, a lot of times I just create. I can't play a fucking saxophone or anything like that, but I'll bring in artists and kind of direct them to create these samples and make something original. So we're making our own samples most of the time now, just because the process is so complicated. But I hope that sampling never dies because it's such a dope feeling, whether you know the original song and then you hear the hip hop version of it, or vice versa, the reverse, where a song for forever and then you hear a movie where you hear the original sample, and that everyone knows that fucking moment where it's like, yo, this is that sample.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm gonna continue to do both, like using originals and using like classic samples